Welcome to Skinner and Chalmers' Weekly Roast. Today, the Sea Ape and real estate, Skinner and Chalmers as underwater entrepreneurs.
Yeah, dear listeners. It's your favorite hosts, Skinner and Chalmers, back again to bring you another installment of Skinner Chalmers' Weekly Roast. We've got a special episode for you today, folks. You see, we recently received a message from an old acquaintance, the legendary Sea Ape himself.
The Sea Ape? Skinner, are you telling me that the Sea Ape is returning to give us an update on undersea real estate?
Absolutely, Chalmers. It's been years since we last heard from him, but he promised to come back and share some insights into the current state of underwater living. We both know how passionate we are about real estate, even though it's all underwater now.
Yeah, Skinner, I remember when you used to have a little problem with burnt fish sticks at our last underwater property. But let's not dwell on the past. We're here to talk about the future of undersea real estate.
Exactly. But before we delve deeper into the topic, let's explain first how I have even encountered that sea ape. And oh boy, where do I even begin? This is going to be quite the story to tell. As you all know, I've always been an avid lover of the ocean and its mysteries. Recently, I had a chance encounter that has left me speechless.
What kind of encounter, Skinner? I can hardly wait to hear it.
Well, you see, I was out on my boat one day, enjoying the salty sea breeze and the sun's rays. It was a peaceful afternoon until something caught my eye. A massive figure emerged from the water, towering over my vessel like a colossal giant.
A colossal giant? Are you talking about a sea monster or something like that?
No, Chalmers. It was a sea ape. I kid you not. And believe it or not, this wasn't the first time we'd crossed paths.
The sea ape? As in an actual ape living underwater? That's preposterous. You're making this up as you go along, Skinner.
No, Chalmers. I swear it was real. And to add more intrigue to the tale, it seemed to have some kind of message for us.
A message? From a sea ape? What could that even be about?
Well, you see, it all started when I first encountered this creature a few months back. It was a typical day out on the ocean, and I had just caught a few fish for my dinner. As I was hauling them in, I noticed something moving beneath me.
And what did you do then?
At first, I thought it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. But as I looked closer, I realized that it was indeed a living being. A sea ape.
Oh my goodness! How big was this creature? Was it dangerous?
Well, Chalmers, let me tell you, this was no ordinary sea ape. It was massive, at least 8 feet tall and covered in shimmering scales that glistened like emeralds in the sun's rays. Its eyes were large and round, filled with an otherworldly intelligence that left me speechless.
That sounds amazing, Skinner. Did you try to communicate with it?
Yes, Chalmers. I tried to communicate with it, but it was clear that this creature wasn't interested in making small talk. Instead, it seemed to have something important to share with us.
Then what did it say? Did you understand its language?
No, Chalmers, unfortunately, at least at the beginning. The creature didn't seem to be speaking any human language that I could comprehend. Instead, it communicated through a series of clicks, whistles, and grunts that left me baffled.
That's quite odd, Skinner. Do you think it was trying to warn us about something?
Yes, Chalmers. I believe so. Its demeanor was serious and grave, filled with an urgency that left me on the edge of my seat. And as it swam away into the depths of the ocean, I couldn't help but wonder what message it was trying to convey. And just as I was about to head back to shore, the sea ape came back with an Oxford dictionary.
What? Really now? Don't tell me you were suddenly able to communicate.
Oh, yes, we could. It was a special edition just for sea apes, which translated the clicks and general noises into human language, so we could chat.
So, that's the way your friendship with the sea ape started. Now, let's talk about the message you have received from the sea ape.
Oh, yes. The sea ape is an expert in this field, and we can't wait to hear what he has to say. In fact, let me read out his message again for our listeners. Dear Skinner and Chalmers, it's been too long since we last spoke. I hope you both are doing well in your underwater abodes. I have some exciting news to share with you. The demand for underwater property has skyrocketed due to the rising sea levels.
Wow, that's fascinating. Do you think this means that seaweed will now be a hot commodity as well?
Chalmers, your humor never ceases to amuse me. But in all seriousness, this could be an opportunity for us to explore new avenues in underwater real estate. Maybe we can start building artificial barriers to prevent the seaweed from growing on our properties.
Skinner, that's easier said than done. Building artificial barriers underwater requires a lot of resources and technology. And what about the sea creatures that call these areas their home? We can't just evict them without any consequence.
Chalmers has a point here. We need to be mindful of the environmental impact of our actions. But we also can't ignore the business opportunities that underwater real estate presents. Maybe we can consider building an underwater shopping mall? Think about it. We could have underwater stores, restaurants, and cinemas.
Skinner, you're always thinking big, but I see your point. An underwater shopping mall could be a game changer for the undersea community. We could attract more tenants and investors and generate more revenue from our properties.
Exactly. And with the coral reef becoming a sought-after location due to its beauty and exclusivity, we could charge premium rents and property taxes for our underwater properties. Who knows? Maybe one day, the coral reef will become the new Riviera.
That's a bold prediction, Skinner, but I wouldn't be surprised if it comes true. After all, we both know how resilient and adaptable humans can be when faced with adversity. And underwater living is the next frontier in this regard.
Absolutely, Chalmers. And with our experience in real estate and our passion for innovation, we're well positioned to take advantage of this new trend. We just need to be smart about it and ensure that our actions are sustainable and responsible.
Agreed, Skinner. Let's make sure that we prioritize the safety and welfare of our tenants and investors while also maximizing our profits. And who knows, maybe one day we'll become the leading underwater real estate moguls in the world.
Chalmers, your ambition is admirable, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. For now, let's focus on listening to our dear friend, the Sea Ape, and learning more about undersea real estate. We don't want to miss out on any exciting opportunities.
Absolutely, Skinner. Let's welcome our dear friend, the Sea Ape, with open arms and big smiles on our faces. We're here to listen and learn no matter what.
Yes, exactly. The Sea Ape has informed me that underwater real estate has become a hot commodity. People are looking for an escape from the polluted and overcrowded land, and what better place to live than under the sea?
That's fascinating. I never thought that living underwater would be a thing. But why is the coral reef so sought after?
Because it's beautiful and exclusive. The coral reef is a natural wonderland with vibrant colors and exotic marine life. It's like living in an aquarium. And the fact that not many people have properties near the coral reef makes them more valuable.
I see. We both have properties near the coral reef. How can we make them more attractive to potential buyers?
Well, we could offer underwater tours of our properties, showcasing the marine life that surrounds them. It would be a unique selling point.
That's a great idea. We could also offer diving lessons to potential buyers. They could explore the beauty of the coral reef and learn how to scuba dive at the same time.
Yes, that's a good point. And we could also provide underwater gardening services to help our properties blend in with the natural environment. We could even organize underwater music concerts and art exhibitions.
Underwater music concerts.
That sounds intriguing.
How would that work?
Well, we could have underwater speakers installed near our properties, and musicians could perform underwater while the guests watch from their windows. It would be an unforgettable experience.
That's a brilliant idea, but how are we going to attract potential buyers? Are there any famous celebrities or millionaires who are interested in living underwater?
Actually, I have some information about that. The Sea Ape told me that Echo, the hero from Overwatch, has expressed interest in owning an underwater property near the coral reef. She's been a fan of marine life since she was a child, and I think we should reach out to her.
That's amazing news. We could invite Echo over for dinner and show her our properties. It would be an honor to have her as a guest in our city.
Absolutely. And we should also prepare some seafood delicacies for the dinner, since Echo is known to be a foodie. We could even ask Sonic or Shadow to help us cook underwater meals.
That's a hilarious idea. But what if Echo doesn't like our properties? What will we do then?
Don't worry, Chalmers. We could always offer her one of the underwater lots near our properties at a discounted price. That would be a win-win situation for both of us.
That's a great strategy. I think we should also prepare some brochures and virtual tours of our properties so Echo can have a better look at them before making her decision.
Yes, that's a fantastic idea. And we could also invite some other potential buyers for the dinner so they can see how beautiful our city is.
I completely agree with you, Skinner. Our city is a paradise for marine life enthusiasts like us. And we should make sure that everyone who visits our city gets to experience its beauty in their own unique way.
Absolutely, Chalmers. That's why we need to work together and come up with new ideas to attract more buyers. Our city is our pride, and we should showcase it in the best possible light.
I couldn't agree more, Skinner. Let's start planning for Echo's visit as soon as possible and make sure that it's a success.
I'm already excited to showcase our city to Echo, and who knows? Maybe she'll fall in love with our properties and decide to stay here forever.
That's the spirit, Skinner. Let's work together and make our underwater properties the envy of every marine life enthusiast out there.
Absolutely. And who else? Maybe we could even start an underwater property development company together.
That's a hilarious idea, Skinner. But let's focus on Echo for now and see how things go. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
I completely agree with you, Chalmers. Let's start small and take it one step at a time. Our city is our pride, and we should showcase it in the best possible light. And now let's change the topic a bit.
All right, what is it? What is it?
Oh, I tell you, I've been eagerly anticipating this moment for weeks now, dear listeners. Our beloved Sea Ape has graced us once again with his poetic genius, and we couldn't be more thrilled to share some of his latest creations with you all.
Yes, it seems our aquatic friend has been busy not only in the realm of real estate, but also in the world of poetry. I must say, I'm rather intrigued by this newfound talent of his.
Indeed. And what better way to celebrate than to recite a few excerpts from his upcoming collection, The Art of Underwater Poetry?
I must admit, the prospect of hearing Sea Ape's poetic musings while submerged in water is both intriguing and terrifying at the same time.
Fear not, dear listeners. We shall do our best to bring his words to life without causing any harm to ourselves or our aquatic friend. In the depths of the ocean blue lies a world both wondrous and true, a realm where life thrives and exists. Beneath the surface, our secrets persist.
Beneath the surface, our secrets persist. Nice one, continue.
The creatures that dwell here abound, from tiny sea anemones to colossal whales unbound. Their stories are written in hues of blue and green. In this world of water, their destinies intervene.
In this world of water, their destinies intervene. Okay, well, carry on.
Let us celebrate this world that we share. Let us cherish and preserve it with care. For in its depths lies a beauty untold, a story yet to be told, a story yet to be told.
A story yet to be told. Bravo, Sea Ape. Your words have transported us to a world we've never seen before. We are in awe of your poetic prowess, and we can't wait to hear more.
Really? You can't wait? Because the Sea Ape also sent another one with his message. Do you want to read it?
Oh, Seymour, you don't need to ask twice. Hand me over that masterpiece. From the tiniest coral to the mightiest whale, we are but a part of this grand tale. Linked by the blue thread that connects us all in this world of water, we stand tall. The tiny fish that dart and play, the sharks that glide with a silent sway. All are but strands of the same web weaved in this world of water, our destinies interweave. Let us honor this web that we've been blessed with. Let us cherish and preserve it with a sense of ruth. For in its depths lies a harmony untold, a story yet to be told.
Bravo, Sea Ape. Your words have given us a new perspective on life beneath the waves. We are in awe of your poetic brilliance, and we can't wait to see what else you have up your sleeve.
Well, there is even more, but I think that's enough for now. Thanks in any way for sending that poems. They are absolutely wonderful.
Well, Chalmers, I think our adventure with the Sea Apes was a resounding success. Who knew that there's such potential in underwater real estate?
Indeed, Skinner. The Sea Apes were gracious enough to thank us and show their appreciation by gifting us a seashell necklace each. It was quite the honor.
I have to admit, I'm already envisioning the possibilities of our newfound partnership. We could potentially build underwater condos or luxury villas for sea apes and humans alike.
That's a bold move, Skinner. But I have faith in your innovative ideas. Who knows what the future holds?
Exactly. We could also explore new ways to transport goods and people underwater using hydrogen, powered submarines, or water jet propulsion technology. Imagine the convenience of commuting to work without any traffic congestion.
That's a brilliant idea, Skinner. The environmental benefits are enormous, too. It would significantly reduce carbon emissions and promote sustainable living.
Precisely. And with our vast experience in real estate and construction industries, we could potentially offer consulting services to other underwater communities or countries looking to explore this frontier.
I couldn't agree more. This is truly a new horizon for us both, Skinner.
Absolutely, Chalmers. And who knows what other wondrous creatures we might encounter on our future underwater adventures. Perhaps we could even discover an underwater city or lost civilization.
Oh, Skinner, that would be a dream come true for us both. But first things first, let's focus on building a strong foundation for this underwater real estate market. We can't afford to rush into anything too soon.
Agreed. Chalmers, but with our combined expertise and resources, we could potentially revolutionize the way we live and work in the future.
Absolutely, Skinner. And I have a feeling that our Sea Ape friends will be more than willing to collaborate with us on this exciting journey.
Indeed they will, Chalmers. The possibilities are endless, and we're just getting started.
Here's to a bright future in underwater real estate, Skinner. May our partnership continue to grow and prosper both above and below the waves.
To new horizons and endless possibilities. Chalmers?
Cheers, my dear friend. May we always stay curious and innovative in our pursuits.
I can't wait to see what other wonders await us in the deep blue sea, Chalmers.
Me neither, Skinner. The future is bright and full of surprises. Let's keep pushing the boundaries and exploring new frontiers, my dear friend.
Absolutely, Chalmers. Together, we can create a better future for all, both above and below the waves.
And who knows? Maybe one day we'll be able to communicate telepathically with our sea ape friends and other underwater creatures. The possibilities are truly endless.
I wouldn't rule out that possibility, Chalmers. After all, we never know what the future holds.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of Skinner Chalmers Weekly Roast. Thank you for joining us on our exciting adventure with the Sea Apes. We hope you enjoyed learning about the possibilities of underwater real estate. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.